Now we're going to get into a couple more ideas. So what we've been seeing for these algebraically defined vectors are bracket form. Okay, so when I look at this, here, this is a bracket form, and that's in bracket form. So we also have this thing called IJ form. And first we have to understand I first. I actually equals the vector 1, 0. And J equals the vector 0, 1. So if I think of them this way, I can think of this vector U then being, and again, I'm just thinking of this idea of addition backwards in a way. This would be 2 bracket 1, 0, oops, excuse me. Plus 3 bracket 0, 1. And if you think about what we're doing here is I'm just taking this backwards, and I'll kind of show you what it is here. So this would really be bracket 2, 0 if I worked it out. And this would be plus 0, oops, 3 there. And if I add those together, I'm going to get 2, 3. Okay, but that's just, I'm just showing you how it's the same thing. So if I break it down this way, I'll show you what we end up with. With I being 1, oops, excuse me, being 1, 0, and J being 0, 1, we simply get 2I plus 3J. And this is what we call IJ form. So on a test or quiz or in the book, on the homework, they could say express your vector in IJ form. That would mean my 2, 3 is going to be 2I plus 3J. So just kind of keep that in mind as you go through these answers here. So these are just different forms. Now those are both just U's, right? So just kind of keep that in mind. Okay, and if I think of it this way, this is really my ith axis. This is really my jth axis up here. So I'm able to go over 2 in the I direction and up 3 in the j direction. So that's another way to think of these vectors. And that's used widely in like physics and other topics. So now if I was to do V in ijth form, I can simply think about this way, and I can just go right away. If I look at the first piece, it's 3 there. I can just say 3I because it's in the I direction, because that's the first component, and then minus 2J. And there. I don't have to go through this 1, 0, 0, 1 if I don't want to. That's just for understanding, nothing more. But just keep that in mind there. So for V, it would be 3I minus 2J. So there it is. So here is my IJ form. And then over here, the original ones were given. That's our bracket form. So just try to keep that in mind as you're going through directions and trying to write these out in the correct way.